Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Drew Carney, and we start with the latest on some of the wildfires we've been covering around the area. Big picture, the Northwest Interagency Coordination Center reports that nearly 1.5 million acres have already burned in Oregon so far this year. That includes the Dixon Fire that's burning right now in southern Oregon. This one was initially called the Tiller Trail Fire when it first started on Saturday. It's prompted level 3 go now evacuation orders for a part of Douglas County. It's grown to almost 1,400 acres in size, and it remains 0% contained. Closer to Portland in Washington County, crews have made significant progress on the Lee Falls fire near Hagg Lake. This one is 25% contained at this point, without any structures or homes destroyed in the Cherry Grove area. People who live in that area, though, are still under level 2 evacuation orders, and there's no word yet on what caused this fire. On the Washington side of the gorge, level 2 and level 3 evacuation orders remain in place for people who live in the Trout Lake area because of the Williams Mine fire. It's grown to more than 10,000 acres and is still 0% contained. An evacuation center is set up on Northwest Bruin County Road in White Salmon. Back to Washington County, where firefighters also had to deal with a brush fire over the weekend. It started yesterday afternoon after a remote-controlled plane crashed in Forest Grove. The owner of that plane says it was worth about $15,000. No other property was damaged. For the most up-to-date information on wildfires burning in Oregon and Washington, you can simply text the word wildfire to 503-226-5088. We'll text you back a link to the section on our website that includes up-to-date numbers on local fires, evacuation orders, and evacuation sites. All right, a quick break from the news headlines for a check-in with Rod Hill in the Weather Center. Rod, certainly the cooler temperatures this week are going to provide some relief to local firefighters.
Yeah, I want to say I feel like it's a certainty that as the week progresses, we'll be bringing you more favorable news due to the cooler weather. Remember, cooler temperatures often also come with higher humidities. Both would lead to the fires spreading more slowly. That would give the crews a more aggressive plan to build containment lines for the days ahead this week. It continues to be a summer, if you haven't seen this map lately, that we are seeing far more large wildfires burning in Oregon than up in Washington. You can see in Washington, it's mainly a handful of fires burning along the central areas of the state, but with the exception of the west side, they're all over the place in Oregon, as you just saw. Here's the cooler weather pattern that we're so happy to announce. You see the upper level low sitting over North Washington. Now, the air quality numbers as a whole already showing improvement thanks to the cooler pattern and the westerly flow. We have all green dots. That's good air quality here on the west side. Still looking at unhealthy air in red in parts of Deschutes County, updated at this noon hour. We've seen some breaks in the cloud cover over Cannon Beach. It was cloudy up around Timberline earlier, but that has cleared off. So that's one sign that at least the top end of the marine deck is starting to erode. And we have sunshine out in Hood River with good visibility. There's Mount Adams right there sticking up from Cathedral Ridge Winery in Hood River, where winds are westerly, gusting as high as 35 today. Noontime temperature is 68 in Portland. We've seen some breaks. I think we will see improving or increasing sunshine throughout the afternoon. I have today's high at a very pleasant 77 degrees. Drew, back to you.
All right, Rob, we'll check back in with you in a few minutes. But right now, some more news headlines. We have an update to a shooting last night in Northwest Portland that police say injured 2 people. Police responded to a call about a shooting at around 7 o'clock last night. They found 2 people with non-life-threatening injuries near Northwest 21st and Gleason. One of them was taken to the hospital. Police say the shooting happened in the street and did not involve any businesses. So far, they haven't made any arrests. A Gresham family is dealing with the loss of their son after he drowned in the Sandy River 2 weeks ago. The 17-year-old died in the hospital after he was rescued from the Sandy River near Dodge Park. His family says he went to the river that day with some friends, but didn't know how to swim. They say they still have questions about why he was in the water. This coming school year would have been his senior year of high school.
Next June, there'll be a graduation for Brian, and now I have to look for a place to bury my son.
A GoFundMe is set up to help support the family. You can find out more about that at KGW.com.